Chef Called Rhonda. I'm Rhonda and this is my kitchen. Today we'll be making apple crisp. Very simple, very flavorful recipe. What I've done is I've poured 6 apples, 2 Granny Smith and 4 Macintosh. I've added a teaspoon of Vietnamese cinnamon as well as a teaspoon of nutmeg and the juice of 1 lemon. And to this we will mix a 1/4 cup of brown firmly packed sugar and a 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar. So it's a low sugar type crisp. We rely more on the spices than we do the sugar. And right now we'll just turn those ingredients together. And the lemon juice actually adds a bit of, well, in addition to the vitamin C, it adds that nice bit of a bite. It keeps the apple fresher, longer. As the nutmeg really works well with the cinnamon and the apple flavor, and you can really smell that. For the crumb topping or the crisp topping, it's real easy. What I have here in this bowl is a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of oats, and a 1/4 cup of your regular flour. Okay, so it looks like our apples are nice and incorporated with its lemon juice as well as the spices and the sugars, and that's rendering out just nicely. Let me show you exactly what it looks like, if you can see that. Do you see all the bits of cinnamon, spice, the juices, and the apple pieces? They're softening very, very nicely. So at this time, we will make the topping. Add that to our food processor, like so. And then I'm going to add plant-based butter. Yes, that's right, plant-based butter. I will add 3/4 cup. I've actually left it in the freezer, so it's very chilled. And I will just gently add this to our food processor. And we'll pulse maybe for 15 seconds. That should do it right there. You have a nice, crispy, almost like an apple crumb. A little bit different texture. The plant-based butter though, it works fantastic. If you haven't tried plant-based butter, I really would encourage you to do so. The local supermarkets are chock full now on in the dairy section with these options, and truly you can't tell the difference. So it's at 350 for about 45 minutes. Okay. I've taken a 10-inch pie plate already. For the sake of time, I put a little butter. I used a coffee filter. I buttered with the plant-based butter, and then I just sprinkled a little flour on the bottom. Put our ingredients together and have ourselves a little bake-off. If you have any questions or comments about any of our recipes, please don't hesitate. Make sure you get every bit of the juice, because that helps to keep, the juice is what helps to keep the apples and the crust or the crisp nice and moist. I like to even out my apple slices, so we're almost there. And again, I know in my other videos I've spoken about how I cook rustically, and these apples have been chopped very rustically. They're all of different shapes and sizes, untopped. Now, if you wanted to forego the topping, that's an option as well. Bake it off, I would say about 40 minutes. I'd put a loose tin foil over it, and then you would have just a nice apple bake. Add our crisp, like so. Now this is nothing fancy, very rustic, very, very rustic. Gentle fingers, and I spread the little bits of goodness across the top. I like the apples to show through. I like that rustic effect. So it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be healthy and delicious. We have topped our crisp. It should look something like this. Not every crisp is the same, although it smells heavenly, and they all do. I will place this in the oven, 350 for 40 minutes, between 40 and 45 minutes. Okay, well, our apple crisp is in the oven, baking at 350 for about 40 to 45 minutes. I just wanted to go over the recipe with you and say cheers, and thank you for joining Chef Called Rhonda. I so look forward to helping out in your kitchen with the most ease of recipes, with big flavor, great presentation, healthy and delicious. I hope you stay with me. Please hit the subscribe button down below. As well, it would be greatly appreciated if you gave us a big thumbs up. All right, so let's recap that recipe. Our apple crisp is healthy and delicious. I have 6 apples, 2 of which I use Granny Smith. Yep, the Granny Smith. And 4 of which I use your traditional Macintosh. I use 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of Vietnamese cinnamon. I used a 10-inch pie plate, which was greased at the bottom and then lightly floured. I cored and sliced the apples. I added a 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of granulated white sugar, the juice of 1 lemon, and I mixed all of that together with the apples. Here's that apple crisp. Can you see that? Can you see that apple crisp crumb topping? How about that? Can you see it? It's all nice and thick looking and crispy. Ooh, that looks great, doesn't it? All right, smells fantastic. All right, well, please subscribe to Chef Called Rhonda. It'll be great fun. All right.